Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. We are lucky today to have Amanda Nolan from Project MUSE here to walk us through the Project MUSE database, an amazing database full of highly trusted academic quality sources from leading academic presses. Before we get started with that, I wanted to share with you how to find the Project MUSE database in our library. So you'll see here on the library screen, this is our library homepage. Now, anytime you want to find a specific database in the library, you can go to Find Articles and More, and feel free to do this if you want to follow along with us in Project MUSE. Just Find Articles and More, Databases A to Z, although you can find it other ways. These are just different lists that we use to organize our databases in ways that make sense, depending on what you're looking for. But our databases A to Z list just has all of our databases, and there are over 90, but they're all sorted here alphabetically. So you would drop down to P for Project MUSE, and then clicking there would take you to the Project MUSE database. Now you do have to enter it through the library. This is an experience that you're seeing here where because I'm not a student, I have to enter that, but students who are already authenticated into Canvas and faculty as well won't get that extra sign-in screen. They'll just go straight to Project MUSE. And then of course, Project MUSE is one of the databases that our EDS or our Library One search pulls from as well. So you might find Project MUSE articles just by entering your search terms here and finding them in your results list. So there's many different ways you might get to Project MUSE. But with that, I will hand things over now to Amanda Nolan. Amanda, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay?
You sound great.
Can? Okay, I'm sorry. I was having a lot of trouble getting in this morning. For some reason, my computer decided this was a Teams meeting and gave me a Teams link, and I don't know. Just want to make sure we're good there. I do apologize for that.
Understand. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Okay, I'm having a little trouble hearing you guys, so I just want to let you know, but as long as you can hear me, that's the good thing for now. Thank you guys for having me today. I visited with you guys, I think the last 2 years I've done this presentation, and they've been fairly similar, so I tried to change it up a little bit this year, just to be a little bit more specific to what you guys, your current searches are. And I know accessibility is a big thing for you, so we added a little bit of that into my presentation. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started here, start sharing my screen with you. All right. My name is Amanda Nolan, and I'm excited to share an overview and demonstration of Project MUSE. I've been part of the MUSE team for over 18 years. My current role is focused on sales and outreach to the library community. Our team is small. There's just about 28 employees. We're deeply committed to our mission. I'm one of 4 sales reps dedicated to supporting and serving the MUSE community. For over 30 years, Project MUSE has been the trusted, reliable source for access to current humanities and social science research as an integral part of the scholarly communications ecosystem and platform of choice for respected nonprofit publishers. We collaborate with hundreds of mission-driven publishers to curate quality content in humanities and social sciences. MUSE hosts more than 800 journals and over 100,000 books from 400 leading university presses, scholarly societies, and related publishers.
Amanda, I didn't want to, I'm sorry, I didn't want to, I hate to interrupt, but are you sharing your screen right now?
I am. You're not seeing it?
I'm not. Let me see, make sure I'm not. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting.
That's not it either. Give me one more. I am so sorry.
No worries. Trust me, we have all been there. It's usually me, and I have to like cut it all out of the recording later.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
What a morning. I apologize. Are we good now? Are you seeing my home screen?
Yes. Looks great. You're
all right, great. Thank you. Thanks for bearing with me. We're on the second screen here. You guys didn't miss too much. So as an inside sales and library outreach representative, one of my key responsibilities is ensuring that subscribers receive content that is most relevant and valuable to their specific needs. A major part of this involves analyzing usage statistics at the institutional level. By reviewing data such as usage hits and turnaways, I can provide informed recommendations about which content package offers the greatest benefit to each institution. As a nonprofit, it's especially important to us that users are getting the access that truly supports their goals. 1 second. Okay, we were created by the academic community for the academic community. Our mission-driven program features affordable tiered pricing and flexible options that allow libraries to tailor their collections. Our license agreement was created to meet the unique needs of academic libraries. Project MUSE offers open access books, journals, and digital humanity works from several distinguished university presses, scholarly societies, and independent non-for-profit academic publishers. Through our open access hosting programs, we're able to offer publishers a platform for their OA content, which ensures visibility, discoverability, and wide dissemination. These materials are freely available to libraries and users from around the world. There's no requirement to subscribe to our purchase gated content on Project MUSE in order to access the thousands of OA books and journal articles. Meaning that users, if they're not subscribing to MUSE, they can still come in and see all of our OA content in the same platform, or on the same discoverability level. Our platform is user-friendly for research and discovery. We offer alerts and social networking options for sharing, along with free access to books and journal table of contents, and sample full-text articles and chapters without a subscription. As an online resource, Project MUSE offers various methods to aid in remote teaching. Teachers are able to assign a journal article by emailing students links to articles or by gathering a related group of citations. Teachers can also email the links to students using MUSE's Save Citations and Export Save Citations functions. We encourage you to pass along this information to your instructors to get the most of your MUSE subscription and purchase. New course development or writing projects can be directly exported to RefWorks and EndNote. So new and exciting news from MUSE. MUSE announced a major achievement in February. Our Subscribe to Open initiative reached its sustainability goal for 2025. This accomplishment made more than 100 journals from 27 publishers openly accessible on the MUSE platform. This success highlighted a shared dedication to making important humanities and social sciences scholarly really accessible to all without paywalls. The S2O model, which is rooted in equity and collaboration, allows subscription journals to annually transition to open access without relying on article processing charges. We also recently expanded our Spanish language and Portuguese language books offerings by partnering with numerous distinguished university presses across Latin America. Many of these presses lack widespread digital distribution and library-friendly unlimited use formats. MUSE hosts titles from both large and small presses in this region to ensure that their influential and valuable content is promoted and discoverable. This commitment is a core aspect of our mission and business model. It's setting us apart from larger commercial platforms. We now offer more than 5,000 Latin American books on our platform. With that, I'm going to go ahead and take you over to our website. Bear with me here. I do apologize. I did have this meeting pretty set up, believe it or not. A couple things just threw me off this morning. All right, here we are. So from the MUSE homepage, you can start your search by entering a keyword or phrase. For example, I'm going to enter incarceration and gender here. I'm going to, 1 second, stop sharing my screen. I am not logged in as your institution right now, and I really want to show you what you are looking at as an institution instead of what MUSE is looking at.
Okay.
So bear with me here. I don't want you seeing content that you don't have, you know, it's not very helpful.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. You do subscribe to our premium journals collection, so you pretty much get all of our journals. Just there's so many books on our platform, and of course mine defaults to everything, and not all of the books are purchased at this time.
There's no point in looking at somebody else's Christmas.
No, it's not helpful at all, is
That's
it?
right, Jackie. We got a pretty nice collection, though.
You absolutely do. You're a premium subscriber, so it's really, you know, you're the big package subscriber. You do get mostly everything on our site. New books are added daily, you know. We have thousands on our platform. It's just not most people don't have access to absolutely everything. It's a very rare thing. So all right. Get back in there and share my screen with you again. All right. So now as you can see at the top here, before it said JHU libraries, and now we're University of Edison Global Campus. So it's showing exactly what you and your students will see once they've logged in. Again, the example search that I had set up for you guys, I'm struggling today, I am sorry, is incarceration and gender.
I think incarceration looks like it's spelled wrong. You might want to check
Yeah, it
that.
is.
Okay.
It is. Apologies. So all of our results when I spell the words correctly are appearing at this point. As you can see, for your institution, you're going to get about over 5,000 results for those 2 keywords. On the left-hand side here of a results page, you're given the option to refine your search using multiple search boxes. You can do the drop box here, which will search by content, title, author name, or publisher, and using the Boolean words and, or, and not. And you can also have the option to add another search box down here if you want to put in more than several keywords or search options. After you've completed your search, you have the option to narrow down by using our various facets. By default, our incarceration and gender search results will show only content you have access to. You have the option to turn this feature off by clicking on the first facet listed on the left-hand side. You guys don't have it, but a lot of times the reason we have that is we have a referrer set up, but your institution doesn't have that. That would just take you to other sites basically that might have access to the title you're looking for if it's not on in your Project MUSE subscription. After you've completed your search, you have an opportunity to narrow down using our various facets. So we're going to go ahead and you can go through content type, publisher, series, journal, author name, language, research area, and publication year. If you go to the top of the screen, you can clear all facets. Content type is a useful option if a user wants to see only journal articles and not reviews. They can do so by clicking journal articles. Now this particular journal article, these 2 at the top, I've saved to the MyMUSE library. I wanted to go over the MyMUSE library with you guys as well. So we're going to go ahead and click on the MyMUSE library. This feature lets users create a personalized experience without sharing any personal information. Because privacy matters, MyMUSE accounts can be set up for free, anonymously, and without requiring a full name or email address. All that's needed is username and password. With a MyMUSE account, users can build a customized library of content, including journal-level material relevant to their search results or coursework for the semester. Let's go ahead and click on an actual article to see how content is displayed and can be used. Your basic citation info can be found here. You have the option to download the article in a PDF format here. The option to share the article on several different social media platforms, and to email the article can be found over here on the right-hand side. In the MyMuse library, users can export citations to RefWorks and EndNote. You can save, print, or email citations using several different formats. Another feature in the MyMuse library is our search history. Here you can view activity or go back to a previous search you run. You can choose to delete your search history as well. Under user settings, you're able to change your user experience by changing your accessibility settings, including contrast and dark mode, and settings for Muse content and MyMuse accounts. Accessibility settings can also be edited without signing into your MyMuse account. You would simply just go up to the top here and click on accessibility, and it would take you to the same screen. Our content conforms to the AA level of Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG, which is pretty much standard across the board. There's 3 different levels, and we're in the 2nd level. The 3rd level would pretty much be for websites that are specifically dedicated to people with accessibility needs. Additionally, you're able to go over to alerts here. So if you want to go ahead, if you want to keep track of new titles, journals, disciplines, or publishers, you can do so here. You can choose to receive those alerts on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. These alerts are very easy to edit if you decide you want to add or delete a specific alert. So that's a quick overview of the MyMuse library. From here, let's go ahead and take a look at our library dashboard, where librarians have the ability to customize data for their institution. I went back to the home screen, and I'm going to go ahead and click on information for libraries to get there. I have an account set up, so I'm going to just go ahead and log in under that account now. If you don't have an account, you can click on the create a new account here at the bottom, and our customer support will go ahead and get you set up with one. This is for librarians.
Amanda, real quick, we had a question in the chat.
Yep.
Jackie asked a good question. If I share an article, does that require these folks to also log in? And I believe, oh, okay.
It
So
does not.
does it depend on how they share it, or just if they use the share feature that sends them like does it send like a PDF version, or?
So you'll have the option. Let's go back and do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love these questions in the chat. We'll make sure we get to all of them.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ron and Jackie.
If you want to go ahead, you can share it on social media, which would obviously be these 2 little icons here.
Okay.
If you're going to share it through email, it would pop up. I have it clicked to Outlook, but it would pop up as the actual article. So as long as the user that's being sent to is logged in on through your website, right? Like you are logged in at UAC at University Global Campus, they'll have access to it. You don't need to actually be in the account, but you can't just send it to someone that doesn't have access to MUSE, if that makes sense.
As long as they're in Canvas, as long as the students are in Canvas,
Yeah.
they will be able to open that link. If you like
Absolutely.
post it into an announcement or something like that, they will be able to open it without having to authenticate.
That's great. Thank you. And then
Yeah.
Jackie also had another question about alerting. If you set up an alert, is that like subscribing to a journal? Like if a journal comes out monthly, will he receive monthly updates when it's published in Project Muse?
So you can set it up that way. If you want to put your incarceration and gender, you can put that in there. You can do the discipline publisher. So if there's an actual publisher that you're interested in seeing anything coming through them, you can set up that alert. But if there's an actual journal you're interested, you want to know as soon as the new issue is launched, you can go ahead and do that as well.
That's great.
We'll go into edit and let me show you that screen real quick. It's pretty self-standard here. So if you want to do a new journal alert, all of our journals are listed here. The same with our publishers and disciplines. So all of our publishers will be listed there. So if you want any information from a specific publisher, you can do that as well. Or
And if
keywords.
there's,
Words are a big thing also.
that's awesome. I love all the different ways you can set alerts. That's a great idea. And then Ron was wondering if there's something here, a journal that, or a book that we'd like, but we don't see in Project Muse. Is there a way to recommend it to Project Muse?
So something that's not in our content that you're interested in, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That usually goes to our publisher division.
Okay.
I don't think there's a specific area to do that, but if you just directed a question, if you wanted to send it to Muse customer support, it would get over to the correct person.
Okay.
We do appreciate any of that kind of feedback. You know, if there's something new you want to see on there, it's definitely something that's taken into consideration, you know, so we do encourage that.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
that was Muse customer support, you said?
Yep. Yep. And the best way to do that, you can just go, sorry, if you just go down the bottom of the page, go ahead to contact us. And that'll take you, like I said in the beginning of the presentation here, we're such a small division. It really, it's not going to get lost. It's going to come to the right person. Our customer support division is excellent, and you know, we all work hand in hand. It's not like a big corporation that something's going to get lost in. So
That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah, absolutely. Great questions. I'm going to go back to our librarian page here. Again, log in. So I want to go ahead and start by looking at our metadata screen for librarians. There's a lot of information in there. So when you click on this, sometimes it is going to take a minute or so to get there. This is where all the reports are downloaded, metadata, and just title lists. So once you get into the screen, you have the option to choose Mark Records or KBART. You can include all the institution's holdings, just OA content, or individual Muse packages. The options to run metadata as it is today, or the option to run metadata for a certain time period is also available. So for instance, if you want a new set of Mark Records for the last month, you can do so by easily selecting those facets. Librarians are also given the option to download their own usage statistics here. Project Muse follows the Counter 5 code of practice. If you go over to My Libraries account, the user has the opportunity to update their institution's display name, their open URL, proxy, or IP addresses. I'm going to go back to our home page here. In this area, there's a section specifically for instructors. Here, okay. Here, you can find online teaching resources. You can sign up for alerts or content and access other valuable information. There's also a section here under resources that allows the user to sign up for Muse emails and alerts. We also have an area that librarians can request promo material as well as access a great deal of digital resources. Under user guides, there's a short video to help users search within Muse, as well as a video that provides step-by-step instructions on how to set up a My Muse account. With that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up that portion of our presentation today. Is there any other questions in the chat we have there?
It doesn't look like it. I think you have answered everything in the chat. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yep. Is there any other questions that anyone can think of? Or is there anything else on the website you'd like to see or just do a view of, a spin through?
I think you did a great job covering everything we had questions about. Thank you so much, Amanda. This was great. Again, just a reminder that for next month's Wednesday webinar, we're going to be switching to a new day. So be looking for that announcement in the upcoming faculty digest. And Yeah, just one last opportunity before we leave. Any other questions for Amanda or any feedback we can provide?
I have a question, about when we land on our, library, um, dashboard, where we can type in, you can type in anything that you're curious about.
Yeah.
At that point, if I had said incarcerated genders right there, um, anything that would have been in the Project Muse holdings, as well as the other 90 databases,
Yeah, let me
it would have said, okay, there's something here, but now you should probably go into Project Muse to, to link to it and direct to it and find out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, that's a great question, Jackie. That's and it's one of the things that, we don't always do a great job of explaining how our EDS kind of works in that way. And just to explain a bit more of like the Library One search box, this is basically our search engine. We call it the EDS, and it's powered by a platform called EBSCOhost.
Yes.
And what it does is we've got everything configured so it can pull from different databases like Project Muse. But so let's say we're doing incarcerated. Please correct me, my spelling is not great. And so you said incarcerated and gender. So let's run a search. And, the best way to do these demos is just to kind of throw something at the wall and see what happens. And did I spell that right? I think so. Okay. So our EDS, it's got a few features that while I have you, I'm just going to point out. So I'm doing a keyword search here, but it actually has a feature now that
Yes.
allows for natural language searching. Sorry, did someone say something?
No, I'm in agreement. Love that the natural language.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a fun thing to play around with. And I think it helps students a lot be able to kind of translate what they're looking at. But since for this search and the purposes of this search, since I am doing a keyword search, I am going to turn that off this time. But typically, if I had a question, like a natural language question, like what's the impact of incarceration on, gender roles in the household or something like that, that would break it down here if I had natural language searching on, and it would even, if you hit, it would give you the option to show your query results and show you how it's translating it into a keyword result. But I am quickly going off the rails into a different webinar for a different time. But so here we've got our keyword search here with incarcerated and gender. Now, let's say I did just want to limit the results. These are pulling results from all our different databases. And depending on which database it's coming from, the access options are a little bit different. If it's available in EBSCO, you'll see the PDF and online full text options. If it's available in, like this one is from Sage, so it gives you the option to jump to Sage to look for it. But we could, let's say we want to see, we know Project Muse is a database that we're interested in that we want to pull from. We can go to content provider. So I'll slow down a little bit. If you go to the all filters button here, we have our most popular filters at the top, but all filters will open up this sidebar, and then you can go to content provider. And here's where you can see a lot of all the different databases that EDS can pull from. Now, this isn't comprehensive. This doesn't pull from every single database that we have, but it shows you what's available. So looking
And
down this,
and I'll just say too that this is specific to this search. So these are the ones that are available for this search. So like if you did a search for a different topic, you might get way more Project Muse articles, or you might get more. So it really just depends. I'll just say that on the search, which ones, what the content providers are available.
And
absolutely,
it's not
yeah,
choosing those unless I choose those, right?
right, exactly.
Well, no,
And it's
I'll say, wait, I want to make sure,
Oh,
Jackie,
sorry.
I just want to make sure, so it actually pulls from all of them, Jackie, unless you specifically say, I only want to pull from this one. That's how you can like
Gotcha.
filter it down. But the natural default is to get access to all of them.
So
Oh, yeah,
if there was
I'm sorry.
something within the perimeters of the search regardless of the day, if any database, it'd be like, yep, here's a Project Muse article. You want to check this one out? Here's something from EBSCO. You might check it out. Here's something from Sage. You might want to check it out.
Right. And this
Gotcha.
is incredibly helpful if you're doing, because it shows the results number. So this breaks down your results into where each database is coming from. So this is just showing from your search where all your results are pulling from with these numbers. But this is really useful if, let's say, you are a doctoral student that's doing a systematic, literature review, and you're only interested in certain specific databases. Then, you can test out different keywords and see how if you change this a little bit, you'll get completely different results. And then you can go to content provider, and these, your results have expanded a little bit, and you can limit it here to Project Muse or whatever databases you are interested in. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Thank you for the great question. Yeah, I always love the opportunity to just kind of pull the curtain back and share a little bit more of how the library database works, because I know, I don't know, it's really interesting. But definitely if you are, you'll have the most amount of features and function available if you go directly to the Project Muse database. And then you'll be able to do things like set alerts and, easily share things the way that Amanda has taught us today. All right, well, that is the end of our presentation. I'm happy to give some time back, but before I stop the recording and let everybody go, are there any other questions for Amanda or for the library? Anything that you have on your mind? Let's see. Oh, I'd be happy to. Thank you for the question, Debo. Let me go here to my share screen. That is a great question. I should have recapped with that after that little demo. So
By
yeah,
the way,
for
we lost Amanda. I think when we started talking about our library, she probably glazed over and like logged off. But if there's any Project Muse questions that we can't answer, we can
Gotcha.
But it's kind of interesting she slipped away. But we probably can answer any remaining questions.
Yeah. And if not, we can always, forward them to
Yes.
Project Muse. They're great with customer service.
They are.
Okay, so let's say you want to just explore the Project Muse database. There's several ways that you can get to our database list. If you go click this gray journal articles, for example, that'll bring you there. My usual course is to go to Find Articles and More, because this breaks them down into an alphabetical list here with the databases A to Z. And so if you want to look at Project Muse, you just jump from databases A to Z to P for Project Muse, and then that will open in a new window for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for being here. And yes, we look forward to the next month's Wednesday webinar, which probably won't be on Wednesday, but stay tuned for those details. And next month, we hope to be covering Sage research methods. So it's a great platform for doctoral students and anyone, faculty as well, anyone who is heavily into research and research methods. So stay tuned for more information about that. Thank you all for being here.
I like that. We should. Oh, you know what, Karen?
yeah.
We should have in the survey asked for like suggestions for cute little names for Wednesday webinars, because Tuesday tours is a good one that just came in. So let's note that from Stephanie.
I love that.
Hey, let's
Tuesday
adjust the survey before we put it in the faculty digest and ask if anybody's got any cool names, because we love alliteration. Librarians.
That is a great idea. I love it. Okay, well, I'm definitely earmarking Tuesday tours.
I like
We'll
that
see if
one.
we get any other good suggestions? I like this. Maybe whoever submits it can be like on our promotions for the new
We could do like a little registered trademark, and like that'll be their signature name.
We'll make t-shirts. It'll be a whole thing. All right. Well, thank you all for being here today. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.